Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Last time we fought a gauntlet of bosses, and now we have the ending. Now, this is going to be a little confusing because the PS4 will not allow me to record the ending. I had heard that this was an issue, but I was hoping they would have lifted that by now, considering it's, you know, over a month after the game launched. Hell, it's almost 2 months. Might even be 2 months by the time this actually gets out. But, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record the audio for my reactions, and then I will look into how to figure out a way of getting footage after the fact. So if I don't know what the ending has in it, if there's anything that I have to move around, I will have to play some weird trickery. Anyway, let's just get into it. Hopefully, here's the ending.
Home free, Red.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet.
Man, you need to lighten up.
He's 48.
Hell, you might even try smiling.
Do it. Come on, smile. Yes.
On second thought, maybe frowning suits
Oh,
you
he's
better.
such a good boy.
Hey, don't pout.
Look,
And I figured we were going to be stuck doing... There's another chapter? I thought this was the ending.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you guys seeing this?
You never know what the hell we're going to do with these things. Figured we would have done the bike minigame again. I guess not. They just kept it because it was tradition.
Whispers.
That's different. Holy shit, look at a whole whack of these fuckers. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means.
what is all this?
That's a good question. Well, Rufus and I share the same kind of reaction here. Don't really know exactly how to deal with these guys.
Is something wrong, sir?
That's one hell of an image.
I see. Very good. The men are on standby, sir. Your orders.
Bring them in.
Us? You're gonna bring us in? Good luck with that.
It's like the whole damn building's made of them.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What are they doing? Who knows?
I wish I did.
Wedge, you don't think he got caught up in it, do you?
If he did, I hope he's okay.
They're coming.
Who?
They saved Barrett, and I have a well, we are gonna do the minigame.
This we don't need.
Okay.
Time to go.
Well, they saved Barrett because Barrett wasn't supposed to keel over yet. Wedge, on the other hand, I think he was. So my guess is He's gone. But they haven't shown us yet. They kept him alive once, when we didn't see what happened to him. Speaking of which, where the hell is Rosh? Roche, whatever his name was. Oh, come on, FMV Cloud is way better than me Cloud. Oh shit. Sorry. Well, there's the first group. Oh shit, now I get to do it. Okay, just to let you guys know, there's going to be a little bit of post-commentary here. I was able to get footage for most of this, but I wasn't able to get footage for everything, and I don't feel right about just taking somebody else's gameplay and commenting over it. So you're going to see a little bit of screenshots that I've managed to grab online, just to kind of give you a basic idea of what we do here. And then any of the actual extra stuff, I'm going to cut most of it out, just because, like I said, I don't want to just steal everybody else's stuff, but I can't get the footage myself other than hand camming it, and then I would have to hold my phone in one hand because I don't have a stand, and try and play the video game with one hand, which isn't going to work. So, yeah. Anyway. Point be told, there's a bunch of this more bike minigame thing, and I still suck at it. So I'm not going to go over in great detail about how I want to address, you know, trying to, like strategies I would employ here, because that really hasn't been what this Let's Play has been for. It's been more of a basic kind of explanation, you know, reaction more than anything else. As you can see, Red will heal you, which is nice. And we fight the moth guy here, and he attacks thusly. And after you finish off him, you get another little heal. And Red basically keeps you alive through this whole process. Now, I feel bad that I am not able to show everything as I played it, but there's just not really a whole lot that I can do. The PlayStation 4 will not let me record anything from Chapter 18. So, unfortunately, this is kind of the best that I'm able to do. You're still going to get my reactions to things, and I've left all of my base reactions to the cutscenes in there. But aside from that, just kind of be familiar here. We're fighting more soldiers, we're dodging things, and it's pretty basic at this point. This isn't the difficult part. The difficult part is about to come up.
We done here?
And, well, for those of you who have Cloud, what the hell? Absolutely ridiculous. More Deus Ex Machina, lovely.
You good?
Yeah, the way
You okay?
the Deus Ex Machina machines work is kind of weird. They just kind of save everybody as is.
The Whispers intervene, not to defend us, but to preserve the flow of destiny.
So they're going to make sure everything plays out the way it did before. Speaking of things that have played out the way they did before, not exactly the case here. Hello, Motorball. This guy sucks. I had to do this 3 times before I could beat him because I couldn't exactly.
The 300-pound sack of it.
Still probably my favorite line, if not in the game, at least in this ending. But yeah, you gotta fight Motorball again. You have to attack his tires until they're darker like that. Stay away when he does this. And as soon as you finish attacking him, you'll stagger him. As soon as he's finished with the stagger, he does this fire attack, so back off. And yeah, each time you stagger him, his stagger gauge will increase a higher and higher percentage.
Okay, y'all, let's finish him off. Come on.
Go for the head. With pleasure.
What the hell are they gonna do? What exactly did Red do there? I kind of missed it. Cloud cut the guy in half, so... Well, that's the end of the highway. Or it's a break in the highway, apparently. Oh, shit. Yeah, things change a little bit at this point. And here's one thing I'm going to say here. I don't get a great amount of thought process into actually talking about the ending. And for those of you who have played it, you know the ending is a little different than it originally was. I'm not really going to comment a lot on it just because it's taken me even till a week after originally recording my live reactions. I still don't have a great understanding of exactly what I saw and how exactly to respond to it. So I'm just going to kind of leave those as it is. There may be a live stream where I'll just talk about the ending and answer your questions if you have any, but mainly this is just my initial reactions as they come to the rest of it. The demon himself.
Okay, asshole, let's...
Don't. And you're wrong.
Those who look with clouded eyes see nothing but shadows.
Everything about you is wrong.
Interesting. Not sure if she senses that something's wrong about him,
All born are bound to her.
or if she knows something.
Should this world be unmade, so too shall her children.
The world won't end today. But you will.
Oh shit! What the hell are those guys doing?
Listen.
Is the prize of the planet?
Destiny comes.
I was right. Whoa. Spilling the beans a little early, game. Holy shit.
We drag our asses all this way. This is the welcome we get.
I did not expect to see this so soon. Holy shit. Oh, we're boned.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As a soldier! Come and get it!
Went straight to Eric first, then to Cloud. Wonder which one of those saw it. Or if we all saw it.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
Alright, let's end you, you son of a bitch. Of course, that's not going to happen this early. But, yeah. Oh, hell. Now, pep talk? Pep talk.
This is the point of no return.
You said that already once. Aerith? Interesting how they're doing
Destiny's Crossroads.
kind of a medley with the music.
And why did you stop me?
I'm not really sure. What will we find on the other side? Freedom. Boundless, terrifying freedom. Like a great, never-ending sky. What you heard just now were the voices of the planet. Those born into this world, who lived and who died, who returned. They're howling in pain.
Because of him, Sephiroth?
Their words, they don't reach him. All these moments and memories, precious and fleeting, they're like rain rolling off his back. And when they're gone, he won't cry or shout or anything. He'd tell you that he only cares about the planet, that he'd do everything in his power to protect and preserve it. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be. There's no greater threat to the planet than him. Sephiroth has to be stopped. He has to be. And that's why I'm asking you to help me. I know that together we can do this. But if we do, we'll be changing more than fate itself. If we succeed, if we win, we'll be changing ourselves. I guess maybe that's why I hesitated.
Damn, that's heavy.
You said it yourself. He has to be stopped. And frankly, I've heard enough howling for a lifetime.
Yeah. Are we going in as a team? Strange and terrible things may be waiting on the other side. Sure, the party is well rested, well stocked.
Thank you, Cloud.
They're saying party.
Cloud.
I only have Cloud
go.
currently. I'm gonna set up everybody else as well.
So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back.
Is it our
Indeed it
destiny
is, Red.
to defy destiny? It's an interesting question.
No problem. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy.
Let's go.
Not exactly sure what all this is. But let's walk into it like it's no big deal. Some mystical portal. Sure, why not?
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye.
Fair play, Barrett.
Whether you can see the scenes or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
The work they've done with this medley is absolutely fantastic. Because it just pulls all the different emotions that it's supposed to with each switch of the music. And they're so seamless. Normally I'm not a huge fan of medleys. To be quite honest, Dancing Mad is not one of my favorite final boss themes. But in this case, it works really, really well.
Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Over there.
Hey, look, a purple cloud. Are you guys trying to emulate the end of the game? And I don't mean the end of this game, I mean the end of the series of these remakes.
Okay, that ain't right.
I wonder if they know how they're going to adjust and handle the end of the game if they're going to do this now. I wonder how much of the following remakes are planned out. Well, shit. We done fucked up. Sucked into a purple cloud in the sky. Not a normal Tuesday for me, but okay. Wow, now is not the time for sleep. Okay, we float. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh shit, that's one hell of a scene. If us going against Destiny here breaks these whispers, these arbiters of fate away so that they're not a Deus Ex Machina for the rest of the games in the series, I would be very happy. Because they started to... Holy shit, that's a hand. Because they started to do a little bit too much with the... What the fuck is that? Oh, hell. Do not tell me that's a weapon. I am nowhere near ready for a weapon. It's a goddamn weapon, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Hey, look. Black hole energy blast. Fun. Oh shit, I have control. I'm assuming... Oh shit. That there aren't any items to be found in here. That would be my guess. Assuming it's supposed to be too chaotic to bother to look. I jumped to something I couldn't see. Oh god, crap. This is nuts.
You're alive!
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
Well done, Barrett.
Whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
How? I don't know if that is a weapon, but it sure as hell looks like one. Oh god, there's more. Well, I'm boned.
Bring it on!
Alright, same idea as going here. I'm just going to show you these little screens here giving you the assess information about these guys, but I'm not going to show you the actual fight against them because, again, not my fight. So now, you fight these 3 whispers, and I've read some additional information later, so I know a little bit more now than I did then. Go, 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 go! Cloud, you sure do need a lot of help. You may be badass as all hell, but at least the party is actually a party this time around. And we're not just walking around Cloud's issues. So yeah, the same idea applies here. Not showing, you know, these fights because these aren't my fights. So I'm just mainly using the cutscenes and responding to those as much as possible. My reactions to the combat is just me fuddling around and trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to play this combat system anyway. Though, since I've finished the main game, I have at least gotten slightly better at the combat. Just a little bit. I know how to counter now. Oh shit, what the hell are you guys doing? You guys are doing a little dance. Oh god, it's a dragon something or other. Oh shit! Whisper Bahamut. Fuck me. This game is rude.
Best do it right.
Same idea. That Whisper Bahamut isn't always there. It depends on how quickly you fight these guys and how quickly you kill them.
Good luck.
Did we do it?
Hang on. Eric.
And red. Perfect. Yo! Seriously? Spoilers.
What the hell did I just see?
A glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today.
Ouchie. Oh, party split. Oh, the girls only get one?
How do we stop these things?
Well, the big one is way over there. However, these guys are right here.
You do fight these guys multiple times, so unfortunately there's going to be a number of cuts here. Well, again, spoilers, video game.
Can't be our future. The future is always a blank page.
Hell yeah. These things keep respawning.
Least they can do is give us a little breather.
I could go for healing.
I say we split up. Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy's all mine.
Alright, you and Red go do your thing. The rest of us will
Bring it on.
take on these bastards. And the way this part works is now, after fighting these guys over and over and over again, finally, when you actually take them down, we get dual limit breaks from Red and Barrett here. They're long-range ones. And they attack the big guy while we finish off the smaller fry. Each time we finish off the main ones, we're given a chance to attack, or the smaller ones, we're given a chance to attack them, and that brings down the boss's HP. And each time you stagger one of the smaller ones and kill him, that's when you can actually damage the big guy indirectly by attacking the small one. Well, I'm glad you blurred that out, because that would have been a huge spoiler.
Did we beat him? Think so.
Barrett, now! I decide on this.
Yeah, it's nice to see Stardust Ray here from Red, considering we don't get to use him in this game, or this part of the game. Yeah, they're basically just flashing spoilers on the screen. Alright, and at that point you can attack the big dude directly once you finish him. This is the cutscene that plays. And the full CG cinematics are breathtakingly fantastic.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
I love the fade from red, or from
What the
blue
hell
to
is
red. You know, the fire. Run! Or fall. Whatever works. Flying train! So, this is all pieces of Midgar, I think. Well, there it is. One-winged angel.
Let's finish this.
And yeah, with that, this insane moment, other than just explanation of the holy shit, I can't believe we're actually fighting this guy, there wasn't a lot to my commentary here originally. The first time you stagger Sephiroth, this plays off, and you fight him a number of ways. Each time you deal enough damage, certain things play out. I've accumulated a few of the scenes from various sources here to show different variations.
Did you miss me?
If Aerith is the first one to show up, you get this scene.
It's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
That's a great line. However, that's not always the way it plays out. This time, and I have no idea what determines this, so it'll be interesting to look into post-game. But, as you can see, depending on something or other,
Need some help?
Tifa might show up.
Me. Good to go?
You know it.
And I didn't, grab copies of absolutely any conceivable possibility here. But in this particular case, reinforcements.
Barret!
Better late than never.
Let's go.
We get it.
And that's what happens if Tifa shows up last. Again, just the few that I happened to notice as I was finding footage.
We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right.
Now the rest of this is all my my live reactions. So signing off from the future. Yeah, I'm just moving so fast I don't even know what the hell's going on. Braver. Protected by one of the damn whispers. It's a little early for this, Cloud. Why are we doing this so early?
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist.
Oh, the music is fantastic.
Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
The edge of creation.
Okay.
Cloud, lend
No.
me your strength.
Why would I do that?
Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
Nice foreshadowing. Oh, they even brought that back. But why so soon? I don't get it. Why would they do this duel so soon? This belongs at the end of the final game. This is ridiculous choreography.
Not yet.
Shit.
7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Well, shit. Whoa. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Mr. Vice President.
Mr. President. That's right.
Palmer, you look like a twit. Not gonna lie, Scarlet's kind of hot. Very intimidating, but not unattractive. "7 seconds till the end." Is that just a kind of a build-up to, you know, it's like, oh, you have 7 seconds, think about eternity while you sit there in front of whatever the hell that was. I wonder if that's an allusion to how many parts this game's supposed to have? 7 parts would be insane. They actually cut the laughter right off. That was interesting. Well, the dog's back for no reason.
Wait. Was that all of them?
I think it's too soon for this.
Hey, Cloud. Did you see that?
This was an optional scene if you did side quests before. After we already knew the truth. What? That never happened the first time we were here. What now? Is that Midgar incomplete? You were talking to Cloud. Where is Cloud?
Here.
Thank you.
Well, the world goes on. The end of Seventh Heaven. Now, is all of Midgar destroyed, or only... Okay, only part of it, apparently. All those buildings we were fighting on, where did they go? Did they fall on everything? You've got to be kidding me. Holy shit, they didn't. Fantastic. Please tell me.
Marlene?
Please tell me the other one made it too. crap.
I'll come back.
This cinematic, like, facial structure is almost impossible to tell that it's been animated.
What now?
Holy shit.
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there,
I thought you beat him.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Rain healing the scorched earth. Sun-drenched earth, whatever you want to call it. Cloud's having more flashbacks, but he's not sure he remembers.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
I can only imagine how long that trip was, considering, well, I know where he came from. Trying to drag a useless Cloud that entire way.
I miss it. The steel sky.
Really?
I would be lost, drifting alone, floating up high, time after time, and there you'd be, shining brightly.
Wow. God damn.
To guide my way.
Okay. Yeah. That's... Holy shit. That's one hell of a start. I am damn near speechless. Interesting. I wasn't sure. I think Uematsu was like supervising the project. I didn't know who had actually did the composing outright, and I'm surprised. I know they've been using, I forget his name already, passed too many names ago, but they've used him a lot. They used him in 10.2. I believe they used him in 13. I haven't really been super impressed with a lot of the stuff that he's worked on so far, but specifically the direction and how the music was used here. You know, you're working off of a base that Uematsu created. It's gonna be fantastic as long as you don't really screw it up. But they did an incredible job with the soundtrack here, and like in terms of the design and how the music was used, it improves head over heels above the first game, like without question. You know, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for the original songs, but in terms of how it's used here to convey emotion, it is not topped by the original. The animation has been absolutely fantastic. I actually really like the way they're doing the credits here. Pretty cool. Floating letters being rearranged into credits. But yeah, like without question, you know, the amount of stuff that you can interact with, the quality of, you know, the facial structures, most of the lip syncing, not all of it, but most of it has been absolutely great. The voice acting was phenomenal. I haven't seen a cast done this well in a video game, maybe ever. I'm going to be interested to see what the Japanese sounds like, but this dub is like on par with the best that's ever come out as far as I'm concerned. The gameplay, like as far as like the combat goes, it grows on me. It's not something I'm particularly good at, but from what I can see of it, it looks like there's a lot of ability to make it really, really interesting and really technical and involve a lot of kind of working on it. Interesting how they gave Marlene Barrett's last name there. But yeah, like I'm not particularly good at the combat, but I definitely like the potential that it has. If I can get myself better at it, I'll probably like it a hell of a lot more than I did my first playthrough. Do I like it more than the simplicity of the first game? It's a lot more difficult, for sure. There's a lot more creativity and ability to kind of change things up. But in terms of just being able to archetype your perfect situation on the original, that was, you know, it was just so cool. You could set up lots of material to do exactly what you wanted it to, and there wasn't any additional movement to get in the way or enemies blocking at the last second and anything like that. I like that tactical kind of thought out process more than I like trying to execute it. So in that sense, I really like the original's combat, but other than the fact that I suck at it, I actually do enjoy the combat. It's fun to perform. It's just that I'm terrible at it and I have to get better. The build that they gave the characters this time around versus, you know, like how much these characters were built up and emoted and the dialogue exchanged between them is night and day difference over top of the original. Done such a fantastic job. What they've done with the story, there's a few little things that I didn't appreciate. You know, showing Cloud and Zack right at the end, I didn't like that. I thought that was a little too much. There's a little bit too much foreshadowing, and I guess it's a remake of a game that we already know the story of, so that's fine. But I wish that they would have held back a little more than they did. Like Sephiroth showing up at certain parts was fantastic and well done. At other points, they seemed to bring him in a little too much. So it's not perfect. They didn't answer like every single question. I wish they would have. You know, they gave Jesse a lot more screen time this time, and they, like, it seems Biggs might have survived. I don't know if Jesse survived because they haven't shown us that. But they left the mystery going with her, so I hope they bring her back, considering they brought back Biggs, or it looks like they're going to. And what I really liked about that is they talked about her being an actress, and if she's able to, you know, be both an actress, is she kind of acting toward Cloud because that's what she wants to do, or has she actually, you know, got a big crush on Cloud? It'd be interesting to see them play that out and see how that kind of played out in the long term. A lot of the questions that I was concerning, I actually noted a few of them down to, you know, help myself remember when we finally got to the end. The whole thing with Marlene, you know, Marlene and Aerith seem to have this connection, and I'm not exactly sure why. They haven't been clear on that yet, and I would like them to address that in one of the future games, though I think that's going to be difficult because, at least as far as the original goes, we don't see her again until like the final cinematic. Now, when we did the little, what was it? There was like a task where we went to Jesse's house and then we went to steal some explosives. Well, when we did that, someone had taken out the soldiers ahead of us. Now, later on, we saw like other members of Avalanche, so it's assumed that they're them, but they weren't particularly clear on it. I don't see any other option making really any sense, so I'm good with them just leaving that one kind of half-answered and kind of move on. But yeah, that was one of the questions I had, even after the fact. What else? We got gameplay, music, story, characters, graphics. I think I've talked about pretty much everything. As far as the pacing goes with the story, I kind of have a bit of an issue with the pacing. Some of the dungeons ended up being a little too long, a little too much, as opposed to, you know, just getting through some of the story beats. Now, I realize that doing a lot of the side quests takes a lot of time, and you don't have to do them. They're side quests. So I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing, but the pacing in the original game was absolutely perfect. And while they kept the great balance of comedy and seriousness here, they basically equaled it. I have no problem with how they've handled that balance. But the one issue that I kind of had a little bit was just it taking, you know, a little bit too long at certain points. You know, the way the characters were animated, you know, Aerith and her dress, and, you know, Barrett and all the cinematics, he was just animated so well. Just all of it. It was just so well done. The question, of course, always remains, does it surpass the original? It sure has a good start at it, but I can't say that this game, quote unquote, surpasses the original, because this game is only part of the story. And for me, far more than, you know, any, you know, just gameplay trying to do that all over again or anything like that, it's always been the story with me. That's always been the most important aspect for me. And with how they've addressed the story so far and how they've worked the characters, I have no doubt that if they continue on this pace, the series of Final Fantasy VII Remake will surpass the original. Obviously, on a technical level, it knocks the original out of the water. But in terms of conveying the entire story from start to finish, if they're able to keep up what they've done here, then god damn, were we in for a treat. Alright, some other little notes that I guess I could go over. The camera seems to be these are like little nitpick things I wrote down over the course of the LP. I find the camera fights me a little bit in combat, where I have to try and rotate it too fast. It's something I've seen in other 3D games as well, so it's not like unique to this game in any sense. But it's something I wish they'd be able to address a little. I'd also like for the camera to move further back. Like, there was an option here to go from, I think, 1, 2, or 3, you know, close, further back, and then a little further back. I've been on the furthest back setting pretty much after the first episode of this, and it's still, I wish it was a little wider, just so I could have more of an understanding, more of a view of what I'm actually looking at. It just would make it easier for me, who finds trying to orientate myself in 3D games difficult. Not a terrible thing by any stretch, just a little nitpick. Yeah, it all comes down to the certain aspects of the combat that really kind of got to me, is trying to keep up with everything because there's always so much going on the screen. That's why I prefer the older style of games, because I can usually see what's going on. I don't have to watch, you know, my HP and the menus and intricate parts of the enemy's attack and then everything else to perfectly time everything. It's why I suck at the combat, is my brain just does not process all that information fast enough. I kind of wish there were also more materia slots, especially early on. By the end, it's fine, but like I did not do my best work in the combat system or the materia system or anything like that in this game. I was just trying to learn everything, and I didn't even get that far, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish I would have been able to. But anyway, yeah, I wish we would have more materia slots early on, or if we got less materia right at the start, because we get more materia than we can possibly equip. And like finding random poison materias or time materias at the end of the game, why? Like they're giving us a bunch of things that we don't need. At times we don't need them. The original game was really good that way, where you would find a little bit of materia early on, and then as you would find uses for them, you would get them later. So we got the transform materia outside Gongega, and that is a time where it actually starts being useful, not only because you can use it on the enemies there, but it's right before you go into another area that's going to have a bunch of frogs in it, and then you can use it to cure Toad, which is nice. Other than that, most of the materia that you find laying on the ground is just new summon materials. And so you find like some new summon materia, or you find a new of this, but you don't find a random lightning materia after you can already buy it. It just seems kind of pointless to do that. I kind of wish they would have tempered things with their with all the materia that you find lying around, because most of it's kind of meaningless. I'd also like to see more paired materia, because we didn't really get a lot of it, and I'd like to see at least 2, maybe 3 pieces of magnified materia in the game, even if the last one is in the final tower, just because, you know, we need to have that ability. Otherwise it's just this all-encompassing materia that you're only going to use on either haste, if haste ends up being really good, barrier if you absolutely need it in a fight, or 90% of the time it's going to be on cure. And it's just kind of tedious when you're kind of shoehorned into using it only one way most of the time. Yeah, when it comes to the music, the original feel, they kept it, they've updated it, it sounds more modern. Just the direction, how they've used it, and the medleys and melding the music to fit situations perfectly. Absolutely stunning job with the direction there. The songs all still hit the feels like they always did before, and you know, they kept like the those opening bits of certain songs like One Winged Angel and Eris Theme. They kept those keeping the same feel as the original, and that allows you know, to just hear those opening notes and go, oh shit, you feel that emotion, and then they just continue going with the song, and it just works out flawlessly that way. Collecting the songs for the jukebox was cool. I enjoyed that. There was 31 in total. I found them all. It was fun to explore and to find all of those. Plus, it gives you the ability to listen to them all whenever you want. And some of them weren't even part of the game, which was pretty cool to see. So you get to listen to some Wutai themes and some Cosmo Canyon stuff when you don't get a lot of chance to listen to that stuff this early anyway. This is probably the longest set of credits I think I've ever seen in a video game. Normally when I do my review, I have to cut everything super short because there's not enough you know, time during the credits to go through all the notes I have on the game. This time, I had to go into extra innings to find more stuff to talk about, which is rare, at least for me. I can talk endlessly if you let me. Chapter selection has been unlocked. Open the main menu and access system to replay any chapter from the beginning using current characters, weapons, and materia. Okay. Interesting. So they give me access to basically going through the rest of the game at any point with all my powerful gear. Excuse me, I unlocked hard difficulty. Items cannot be used and only HP is restored at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts are only... Oh, so that's why I didn't get the one for Aerith. Bastards. Record of your adventure can be viewed from the system log. Information from battle records. Okay. Oh, there's even more stuff. You earn twice as much experience and 3 times as much AAP. Well, shit. There's a new combat simulator from Hojo's lab. I'll select Chapter 17 to do it. The bike minigame can now be skipped from the pause menu. Cool. All right. I have supremely enjoyed this game. And I'm gonna fiddle around and play around with the rest of the stuff on my own time. I'll probably start a second playthrough. I wonder if I'll start a whole new playthrough or if I'll just use this current file and dick around and try to get like some of the other pieces of equipment or anything like that, like the different dresses and stuff like that. Pretty sure I got everything else that I was supposed to get, so. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me. I have no idea what this video is going to look like. I have 2 hours of audio recorded here. Of course, there's, you know, breaks in between where, you know, I went to get water or something like that. But it's going to be interesting trying to edit this down and find footage to use on it, especially considering any of the combat stuff I won't be able to have footage. I didn't take active footage of this. So we'll see how that's gonna work. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.